Who hasn't daydreamed about inheriting a multi-million-dollar fortune from some previously unknown and distant relative? Well, a Knoxville retiree shows consumer reporter Don Dare a letter he recently received with basically that scenario.
Yeah, Don, it says in the letter sent to Carl Zach that he's now a millionaire. For the scammers to make the notification look real, it came from an attorney, and on the letterhead is the name and address of the law office in Canada. The letter says Carl's deceased relative passed away during COVID, and it has taken 4 years to find a living relative.
I'm supposed to get about $10.8 million.
What a deal.
Tell me about it. I was really excited.
Carl Zach's excitement about the fortune he was to receive didn't last long. This official-looking letter from an attorney arrived earlier this month. It says the surname, or the last name of the deceased, is the same as Carl's. Maria Zach unfortunately passed away 4 years ago due to COVID, and you're the only living relative who could claim the money.
Exactly. Isn't that amazing how they were able to locate me?
The envelope Carl received is postmarked from Canada. Curious about the attorney's legitimacy, he went to his website.
And when I went online, these attorneys absolutely exist in Toronto, Canada.
They went to a lot of effort to make it look like it is real.
Absolutely. Maria Zach, which I had never heard of the lady, number one. And not only that, but they were ready to disperse the funds within 30 days, which was amazing.
The letter states the $10.8 million is from an unclaimed insurance policy. And after an exhaustive search, Carl is the fortunate recipient of the windfall.
This lady was apparently a respected stockbroker, and she was a retired CPA. This is what the letter says. Well, when I went online, you would think somebody would be on the internet with that type of name, and couldn't find anything on this Maria Zach.
Look how the surname Zach appears in the letter. It's the only word capitalized, and any last name could have been typed in. Carl did not respond to the letter, but the Federal Trade Commission says here is what the scammers would have demanded. The money would be difficult to access because of government regulation, taxes, and bank restrictions. So Carl would have needed to pay a fee and provide personal information to get the money. The FTC says if you get a letter or email out of the blue from somebody who claims that you've inherited a fortune, the safest thing to do is tear up the letter or delete the email instead of responding.
I'm savvy enough to know that this is a scam, but what about all these other folks that are getting this same letter? Are they going to fall prey to this?
Exactly. Another aspect to know about this scam is that legitimate law firms or executors will not ask you to pay a fee in exchange for information about your share of an estate. Additionally, if you think there is a chance that the correspondence might be legitimate, consider your family history and see if the facts seem to match up. What the scammers are after is sensitive personal or financial information, and you don't want to share that information with someone you are not completely sure that you can trust. Don?
Yeah, that is some really, really good advice there. All right, now, if you have a consumer question for Don, send him an email, ddare@wate.com. You can also give him a call, 865-633-6923.